like I did in the Fortnite stream. But I have a little bit of a potty mouth, you know. I want you to know that. So.
Oh yeah, same. It's a real issue for me to not swear.
Same here, man. Especially on Fortnite, dude.
Alright, guys,
kids,
I
man,
think we're live. So welcome
Shut
back.
Thanks for the warning.
Welcome back.
Oh god.
This is the SHEDCAST episode 2. Today, something's been pinned.
Let me go ahead and like it. Let me go ahead and copy the link, post it in Discord.
Has someone pinned something to my chat? Has that happened?
You pinned it, didn't you?
Never mind. Hey Tilly. Hey, you're amazing. Hey, Mr. Playtop. This is SHEDCAST episode 2. We join with RockyTV, the amazing RockyTV from all the way in Texas. Look at this. It's so cool. Look at all the like cool colours, man. Like Rocky's got like a pink bedroom with a bright light. We got all like retro colours. Look at these pictures of Rocky on the bottom screen.
See?
Hey guys.
It's a little messy back here.
I like these a lot.
Okay, I'm going live now.
We got a lot of cool questions for Rocky. You know, everyone knows we love Rocky. He's a very good friend of mine. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that me and Rocky became friends. I think it was like 8 months ago. Probably nearly a year ago now when I raided him. They've been friends ever since.
Sometimes it's just that easy to make friends.
So what we're going to do, George, is one question each. Oh, no.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna pop live chat right now. Hello, please. Hello,
Let's
everybody.
smash a like on the stream, guys. I think Rocky's promoted this to his channel as well, so we should get some Rocky TV views.
I just shouted it out on Discord.
Look at them cool pictures, man.
Yeah, those are old pictures.
I actually have mic this time.
Yeah, as you might.
Old pictures.
Thanks for liking. You're amazing. It's weird because now we only have the OGs in at the moment. When earlier, when we did the Fortnite, we had like hundreds of people.
Why is your screen flashing? What's happening?
I think it's broke. What's happening?
Whose screen's flashing? Is it mine?
I don't know. Is that right?
Again.
Everyone's. It's all just doing its own like.
Hey, Mr. Blaze.
It's doing its own thing.
And me. Hello, what's up, Mr. Blaze?
It's because we're capping it. It's because we're capping it. That's why.
Okay, yeah, it's a little flashy. Those are some old pictures you guys got on there, man.
Yeah, I did my research, Rocky. You know, for the
dude, especially one with the yellow hat, dude. That's like 3 years old, maybe.
We might have to fix it.
I was like 17, I think.
Yeah, we might have to do like a quick try and figure out what's going on.
Because it's like musical chairs.
Talk about the pic on the top right. The top right, yeah, that yellow hat with the glasses. Yeah, so technically I need glasses, but I keep breaking them, so I just kind of gave up.
Oh yeah, and they're so expensive to replace, right? I know that. Yeah.
And
these ones that I'm wearing right now, these cost me £80 to get just the frames done.
Crazy.
Just the frame. Like,
that's crazy.
So what happened was I think I dropped them off the bed or sat on them or something, and like one of the arms fell off.
It, guys. It looks like a minion in that picture. Should we get going with the question then, guys? I was gonna fix the video, but I don't know what's happening with it. It's like musical chairs. It flashes grey and then it comes back on and it just keeps going through.
Yeah, I think it might be because we're using because we're streaming and we're capping it, and our computers are pretty awful. It's
we're just gonna roll with it, I guess. The best pick is the glitzy. It's this Q&A. It's a Q&A, but for Rocky, basically. It's a podcast with Rocky in it.
That's my cousin. That's my cousin in the other picture with the hot dog.
So young.
Yeah, that's my hot dog uniform.
So first question then, as you're a YouTuber, as we all know. So, what made you want to be a YouTuber?
Well, the reason is, so I don't know if you guys watch Filthy Frank or iDubbbz or anything like that.
Back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day.
I
saw what they were doing, right? And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to try that. I was like, let's do this, all right? And so, basically, whatever kind of videos they did in the past, I made a rip-off version of it. So, for example, they did Twister, something Twister. I think it was
Danger Twister or something. I remember them having to eat like spaghetti and stuff.
Yeah, like that. I made a thing called Killer Twister. I made 2 parts of it. I deleted the second part, but the first part, I hid the video. But what they were doing, I wanted to do it. I wanted to be just like them. I wanted to bring that kind of YouTube back to YouTube because the rules were changing, and I didn't like how YouTube was going into a different direction. I wanted the old YouTube back, but then I realized that I'm just wasting money. No one really enjoys my content, and it's just really cringy.
I remember your original videos. Like I've seen a couple of them. They're very different to the videos right now.
So then I stopped doing YouTube for a while because my dad had passed away. He's the one that really inspired me to really do YouTube, and back up again because my friend Daniel told me to, and that's how the streaming part came to. So that's basically it.
So when you did quite well on YouTube,
what was the first best moments of 2020?
We got a lot of questions in the chat. I think we'll ask Rocky some of these like later on, guys.
Yeah, you do. I think I just realised.
Do you want to write some of these down, George?
Sexy.
I'm just struggling to output at the minute.
My favorite 2020 was meeting Shed, Cosmic, and everybody else. I honestly, when I first started streaming, I didn't think anything would ever come to it. You know, I didn't think I was ever meet like good friends and stuff like that, and I have. So
I think that's for me. That's the best thing about YouTube is meeting the people.
Rocky looking cute. No, you're the cute one, bro. All right. Have you ever robbed a bank or post office? No.
I love your content, RockyTV.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. It's kind of weird that Rocky's reading my chat answering the question.
Yeah, I know.
What podcast is this? Is this mine or Rocky's? Mine and George's or Rocky's, man. So, you know, when you did really well on YouTube, you said your dad, like, inspired you to do YouTube and how, do you think, like, he's looking over you and, like, giving you a hand?
I like to think that he is.
Question,
He's in my room, so I like to think that he's looking over me and being proud of me of doing something that I want to do. I mean, this is my dream. This is my career. Hopefully, it becomes my career.
Yeah. We will ask you questions to Rocky later on, guys, but we're going to move through the questions because we've got about 30 questions. So.
And I've got some weird ones to throw you off a little bit. Just a little bit.
You ask a question there, and we'll go like that, one each.
Okay, well, I'll sort of jump down a little bit because I've got like a nice little list.
10 likes as well, guys, just saying.
What's your favourite word?
My favorite word.
It's such a weird question. I said this earlier. I said my favorite word.
It's a cuss word. It's my favorite word of all time. I like using it like half the time.
So this is how you're trying to work the cusses in, Rocky. You know.
Yeah, he's like. Before we started, he's like, "Oh yeah, can I cuss?" And we're like, "No."
The word. My favorite word is the word fuck. That's my favorite word. I use it every day when I wake up and when I go to sleep.
That's the stream demonetized.
I'm sorry. But yeah,
there are people that think like swear words are like the very lowest point of the English language, but I think the opposite. I think if you can't call someone a C word, what's the point? You know?
Well, they have said that's
my favorite. That's my favorite word.
It's a pain suppressor, isn't it? Swearing. Because every
swear
time you
words.
swear,
yeah.
You know, when you're in pain, if
you
get told something, you start swearing, don't you? You know.
It's a way to say how you feel in those times when you can't really like, voice how you are. Yeah. But anything can be a swear word, and it's so good.
Really?
It's weird for us, George.
Epic word.
We've been to uni and stuff, and there, you know, it wouldn't be seen as very good for us to go around.
Or was Mongoloid? Nah, definitely not.
No, I mean, I would, even at uni, I'd swear all the time.
I feel like we've answered number 2. Who inspired you on your YouTube journey?
Was that your next one?
I feel like we've answered this. Who inspired you on YouTube journey?
Yeah. Do you, Rocky, how much do you appreciate your subs? I love them a lot.
Go
I talk about you all the time.
I've just crossed out my next one as well because I think we never ran through our questions prior to doing this. So.
I could have sworn his favorite word was
It's alright. Ask me anything that. If you guys have any kind of questions that come to mind, ask me. I don't mind it.
What creators do you like to watch?
Creators. So I know people think I'm a Minecraft channel and they assume that I watch a lot of Minecraft YouTubers, but I really don't. I only watch like one. That's Lover Fella. He's one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers. He's very entertaining. iDubbbz TV. Cold Ones, anything for views.
Yeah.
Cutie on the right.
I like Hot Ones a lot too. So
I watch that as well. To be honest, I don't watch barely any Minecraft YouTubers either. I'm not really a guy that goes.
The Amazing HD.
But I do play the game.
I don't know if you know who that is. Spears the Amazing HD. I watch him a lot.
Is that Cutie in the right hand corner?
he's a GTA 5 YouTuber with like 3 million subs. And a lot of NBA 2K a lot of NBA 2K streamers, Troydan, Agent Zero, stuff like that. I'm mainly a sports kind of person, so.
See, I think it's the opposite for us. I mean, I don't really a lot of the sports stuff.
I remember when we used to go to uni together, we used to play football and basketball. You know,
yeah, but I'd never watch. I'd never watch. I can't believe you brought that
up. What?
Like, wasn't it you that split your trousers? I can't remember, man. No, I can't remember.
I don't ever split my trousers.
No. Yeah. Well, it's funny how it was me, even though I was wearing nothing but joggers. But sure. So, I don't really like sports games. Like FIFA, NBA, all those kind of games. It never really appealed to me, and I think it's because I've been involved in those sports, and after like I know that because back at school we used to play basketball and football, and to then be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go play football, but I'm going to do it sitting down on a controller. That's never clicked in my mind as a way to enjoy the sport. I'll enjoy watching football or basketball.
That's the real
whenever it's on TV. That's the real FIFA.
I don't play football like Madden. Like I don't know if you guys know what Madden is. I don't play that game. It's dog crap. What is that?
Do you see yourself having kids in the future? You guys said. If so, how many?
I do. Actually, yes.
You're gonna get Rocky, a girlfriend.
Maybe.
It is a YouTube wife.
I bought 3. I want about 2 or 3. With the right person, not with just anybody. So I'm taking my time.
I got a question about dating later.
I got a few too, though.
Right, question for Rocky. What advice would you give to people who are? Can I
answer the paper one's question first?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure.
Paper one. What really inspired me was B-Fuzz. He was streaming Minecraft, and he was like, "Hey man, you should stream Minecraft too." And I was like, "No way!" And I was like, "He's like, yeah." I was like, "Okay." That's what really kicked off the Minecraft streaming. I'm sorry for interrupting you, man.
Right. No, it's just I'm trying to get through all the questions. That's why, but you know.
Hey man, take your time. Take your time.
We're not in a rush.
If we go for like more than 2 hours,
Jordan
that's
has to
okay,
go
bro.
to bed early. That's the only thing.
You make it sound like I'm an old man.
George can wait.
Right. What advice would you give to people starting out? People always ask me this, so I thought I'd get your opinion on it. Useful for anyone watching.
But I get asked that a lot, and I always say different things. But what really you should really do when you first start off YouTube is do your own. Don't copy nobody else. I know it's kind of hypocritical because I'm doing what Ben's doing right now, but
and I've just copied what you're both
doing. We're doing what you're doing.
But starting off YouTuber or streamers, it's very hard. Getting that first 100, that first 50 subs can be very, very difficult and very challenging. So just be yourself. Don't listen to what other people say. You know, if you're doing something that you like,
you should never pander to your audience.
Yeah. Well, I would say if you do find something that someone else is doing and it's working, you should probably jump on that for a little while because YouTube's about trends.
What I'm doing right now with the whole Fortnite, where I'm averaging over 1,000 views of streams and like getting like 200 likes and 200 subscribers, a day. I just did with my friend Ben was doing it, and he plays Fortnite, and I don't really play Fortnite. I wasn't much of a Fortnite, player, and the only reason why I picked Fortnite is because my friend Ben plays it. So that's basically.
Someone says, "How many girlfriends have you had?" That's very personal.
I've had about.
What's your body count? Someone else is saying.
Oh my God. 7.
A chocolate girlfriend.
7.
No, will you ever get chocolate girlfriend? Chocolate's
yes, I want to. I want to get chocolate a girlfriend.
I thought it was like a.
You idiot.
Racist question.
What?
No.
Boy, that's good.
Okay, here we go.
This year?
Have a different ethnicity.
What is your favourite song and why is it Queen?
We're talking about this
yeah.
On stream a few hours ago. Cool, amazing band. craziest bands I've ever listened to. I like Freddie Mercury. He's my favorite singer of all time. His vocal range is so perfect, and it can go up so high. It just he's actually, in my opinion, he's the greatest singer of all time, the greatest artist of all time.
He had extra teeth in the back of his
song
throat.
called One Vision. There's a song One Vision, and that's my favorite song from them. When you instantly hear the beat when it first starts off, it just immediately gets you hyped, and you know
sing it, Rocky, because I've never heard
that your life's gonna be like really good.
Can you sing it? Because I've never heard that one.
I'm not going to sing it.
Come on, for the podcast, man.
Nope.
Everyone wants to sing. You know, Max, Rocky just answered that one about 5 minutes ago.
About you?
Yeah,
but Freddie Mercury had like an extra, what was it, like 4, is it incisors or something in the back of his throat? So it made
no, the back ones are molars, so it pushed his like
molars,
jaw out and made his vocal range a lot higher.
Reach like levels like that. It's really difficult to sing at that pitch, I guess. Alright, we've done that one. What things do you enjoy doing outside of YouTube? So do you have any like hobbies or anything?
Yeah.
I'll write that down.
Sexy great hobbies. I have a few hobbies. I like to go hiking a lot. I like nature. I like to explore woods, abandoned buildings, stuff like that. I like to drive around in my car sometimes. Not a lot. Just very seldom I get bored. I like to drive. I like to hang out with friends, of course. I don't have a lot of friends, but I hang out with them. With the ones that I have.
If you lived in the UK, Rocky, would be out
he'd be part of the McDonald's car scene.
Yeah.
I have probably more friends in the UK than I do in the United States.
And I know
there's a girl in the UK. My parents wants to go with me, so.
So that's why you want to move
one of those
over.
days.
That's the real reason.
Yeah, it's not us.
It's not, it wasn't me.
It's the real reason. Nah, you guys.
It's went for that virtual bussy, you know.
I kinda. You know.
American sausage.
American sausage.
Alright, George, your time, man.
Crazy. Hang on, I've lost it. Hold on, it's on my phone. I've got a couple of like places where they're written down, but it's something along the lines of, would you rather be able to control time, or be able to know what other people are thinking?
Where do you get these questions
from,
George? Know what people are thinking. If they're saying bad things about me, I could just like read their mind and then completely freak them out. It'd be so amazing.
Well, the same questions we're asking here can be answered by chat as well, by the way, just so you know, chat. If you feel like answering any of the questions and playing along.
So you're talking to my
that's
chat.
One of the reasons. I like that, and then I can if someone's like truly sad or not, and I can try to help out as best as I can.
Very wholesome.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
So tell us about Young Rocky TV.
TV. Well,
tell us some cool facts about your childhood, I guess. Oh, it's doing it again. What is going on?
Here we go. Here we go.
Technology, George. Like musical jazz.
We didn't hear any of that, Rocky.
Hello? We're not receiving, bro. Just give us a second, guys. We're having technical issues.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We might have to keep doing that.
That was weird.
Remember, we are in the UK and you're in Texas, so it's going to be some issues.
Yeah, that's going to be a little fucky.
Can we get one more like, guys, before Rocky tells about his childhood again? To get 10 likes.
So, my childhood didn't really last very long. I grew up in a hard part of like Ohio and then Texas. Parents were the best influencers. They did a lot of drugs, so I had to grow up with that. So when I lived in Ohio, there a lot, and so I played in the snow with friends. I built snowmen. I skated, ice fished. That was pretty fun. Fell into a lot of frozen rivers that I didn't think were where I thought they were like really frozen, but they weren't. So I fell into them.
Like tiny little bits.
If that was me, I'll be dead by now.
And
I've done that before. Walked on thin ice. Worst mistake I've ever done. Just went straight through.
My God, Mr. Playson, what are these questions getting in the chat, man? Can't be asking that.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with my family, obviously. But yeah, it was very hard being a young child and finding out what my parents did and having to grow up fast and be more of a, I guess, adult at 7 or 10 than being an actual kid.
Yeah, it's tough coming from that kind of background to, especially at a young age.
14.
I don't know. No, I think as you get older, if you come from that kind of background, you still live your childhood as an adult because it's like you for example, and me, we still really play
Successful
Minecraft
on YouTube,
and you dress in hot dog costumes.
Verified YouTuber.
Huh?
Do you? Is that a verified YouTuber?
Yeah, it is. Hey Kermit, welcome back, man. What do you do if it's on a public toilet? Kermit got the weird questions, man. Yeah, Kermit's a Minecraft YouTuber. He's got 200,000 subscribers. Hey, Mark.
That's cool.
He's a really good YouTuber, actually, guys. I've been watching some of his videos. Some of the speed builds he does. And some of the time-lapse videos are really cool. I actually want to...
Well, nice to meet you, Kermit.
If I get time at some point. You got any more questions, George?
Oh, I've got tons.
I got like 50. Hey, Charlies. Let's see if we get 10, 15 likes, guys. Welcome, Mark. Welcome back, Charlies. Welcome.
If you had $1 million, I've decided to go dollars. The question was originally in pounds, but I don't actually know what the exchange rate is. What would you do with it? Where would it go?
Okay, so first I would take care of my grandma. She'd helped me since I was like a kid, and I would make sure to buy her a new house, pay off, buy her a new card, whatever she needs. I got it, and then make sure I take care of all of my friends. Make sure I help them out and stuff like that. Help out communities. Help out my local homeless shelter. Help out.
Kermit said hello, by the way.
My local dog shelter. I am a big fan of animals and dogs, so I want to make sure that they are okay. I'll probably adopt all of them, honestly. I love animals.
Yeah.
And then,
that's pretty cool.
If I have a few extra bucks left, I would invest in my YouTube channel.
See, Rocky's so wholesome, man. I know if you ask anyone else that, they'd be like, oh, I'm going to buy a Lambo, I'm going to buy a massive mansion. He's like, oh, I want to help my grandma out and buy like all the dogs in the dog home, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, nobody ever really needs a Lamborghini. It's just for show.
If it was me, I'd probably pay off a mortgage.
If I ever had an income where I got $1 million every month, I wouldn't buy nothing really expensive. I mean, I would buy a house, but it wouldn't be a big house. My dream house, if you guys are ever going to ask me this, my bad, is I want to live on a ranch. I want to live on a ranch with a wooden house, a log cabin, a log cabin by or a pond with some animals and a garden, and then just call it a day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a lot of people's idea of peace.
That's my idea, with no internet. And that's when I'm retired, obviously. I just
all the people with mustaches are gods.
Yeah, we do read that.
By the way, Kermit, if you are still watching and you would like to come on a podcast and you want to do this with us, we need more guests, man. I got to.
Yeah, we do. We got to fish for guests
because we're struggling for the guests.
Do they read chat, Isaiah? Yes, they do read chat.
We do read chat. I'm listening to Rocky because I don't want to keep saying like, oh, hey Edward, hey Max, hey, John 12. You know what I mean?
Okay, this is a wild one I've got.
Hang on, John.
It was your. Oh, sorry, my bad. I've messed with the flow.
Don't mess with the flow, man.
No.
Alright, what jobs have you had before YouTube? I feel like mine are really safe and like sensible questions, and George's are like crazy.
My favorites, my jobs before YouTube. Okay. So as you know, I work at Little Caesars. That was my first.
And he's frozen for me. Is he back?
Are you back, Rocky?
No, he's gone. He's gone skis me.
Oh, cheers, man. We'll definitely have to set that up, Kermit. I don't know whether you have, like, Instagram or something we could connect to, but I'd love to, man. Whenever you're free, just let us know.
Can you guys...
We can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Some technical difficulties, chat, don't worry.
Yeah, hold on, guys.
We had Little Caesars, and then that was as far as we got.
Okay, you guys know, I work at Little Caesars, right? That was my first job back in 2018.
You're a manager now, aren't you?
I am. Back then I wasn't.
Amazing.
Boy, back then. So then I quit after 4 months, and then I got a job at a place called Bill Miller's. Bill Miller's is a Texas-themed restaurant. It's here, only available in Texas, I think. I might not be, but I think it is. And it's like a Western kind of thing. It's like barbecue. And I hated that job. I had like 7 jobs before that, and then I worked at called 2 Men in a Truck. It's basically a movie company.
You seem to have turned into a mosaic, Rocky.
Yeah, but we can hear him, so it's fine.
But yeah, just point it. Carry on.
My bad. Well, there's not much I can really do about that.
It's fine.
Nah, it's just long distance.
Actually, looks pretty cool, actually.
I worked at 2 Men in a Truck, so that was a moving company, and then I worked at a military base, and I was a cook there for about 9 months before COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
There was that, and then I worked at Walmart for 2 weeks. That sucked. Don't go there.
Stacking shelves is always a pain.
Walmart. I hate Walmart. Well, Walmart can and always will suck my left nut. What else? I think that's it.
That's quite a lot. I've not really had that many jobs personally.
No, I've had one.
I swear
this
I
year
think
I had
I'm
like
missing
3 of
one.
them, but you know, I've had to cut down a couple.
One, but I could.
Kermit said he's between 2 jobs right now, so time's a problem at the moment.
Hey, yeah, I am missing one.
We understand
I
that.
was a
Whenever you're free,
salesman.
bro.
You're a salesman.
I was a salesman for a company
you
called
sell?
Cutco, the world's finest cutlery. So basically, kitchen utensils.
Sounds like Delboy.
Doesn't it? He's just opened his jacket. He's got like knives and forks on the inside of his coat.
They paid commission, so it was $17 commission. So each appointment I
That
made
sounds
was
good,
$17, and then I would get commission if I sold anything.
Yeah, but you
Not
you
bad.
think it sounds good, but you have to actually sell the things.
I was a damn good salesman. I made a lot of money.
So what would you say to sell this cutlery? Like, how would you sell? You know.
What was that? What was that thing that our cheater was like? Sell me this pen or something.
No, George, that is from the Wolf of Wall Street, mate.
Listen, okay, I'm trying to sound factual.
Alright, teacher. Yeah, yeah.
So there's
Rocky, sell me this pen.
From.
Sell me this pen, Rocky.
I'll sell you this marker instead of that pen, because that markers are better than pens. I'll sell you this big old Sharpie, okay? So think about it. You need something permanent, right?
You're better off selling me this one, Rocky, because you know I'm an artist and this is a
no,
tip.
that pen sucks, right? That pen has AIDS.
Right.
Right here is one of the best markers in the world, right? It's better than that pen. It's better than a pencil. It's better than just a regular a marker. My bad. Marpy.
That's the second one.
Why do you have a marker that
Sharpies
big
are
on your
awesome.
desk, man? Like, what size paper are you using? Like A0.
Those ones are
Remember
for
when I made
art, aren't they?
What?
The recap that I made, I used this Sharpie to draw it with.
You know, I was watching that with my brother and we couldn't stop laughing. You know the sign was on backwards. All the writing was backwards, you know that, no?
It wasn't. The writing wasn't backwards. The
It's
camera
flipped it.
in edit.
They
I
tested
do.
it first.
Rocky and Shepard love your
It actually
content.
made
Thank
it
you,
better
bro.
though. Made it funnier. Guys, we're almost at 20 likes, so if we can hit 20 likes that would be pretty cool, you know.
So, I was going to say something. Those pens are meant for
All the way back to pens.
artwork.
Have we got it?
We got to fill time.
Have
We got to
got
fill
it?
time. You're supposed to use them for lining spray paints. You can use them to line sprays. There you go. You learned something.
Thanks, Mark.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a
guys,
good
if
day.
you know anyone that would be cool for the podcast, let us know. I might have Rocky's friend Benji on, and maybe Kermit when he's free, if we can sort something out of him if he's not watching. I don't know whether Benji would want to come on, but he did mention it earlier. Said if
Well, get the marker and I black out my camera. Just do that.
Then you're wasting money.
we need your face on it for the views, Rocky. So you can't.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, true.
Hence all the pictures.
Who was your first memory of like a cartoon crush?
Oh my god.
Like, yes. So I'm going to tell you mine first because
Okay.
then it will sort of give you an idea of the kind of thing I mean.
Okay.
Harley Quinn in the old Batman where she's wearing the catsuit. That.
I'll probably say She-Hulk then, George.
Kim Possible. Kim Possible.
Ooh, a classic.
I'd say
When I
She-Hulk.
when I first watched it, I
She-Hulk.
knew that I wasn't gay. I was immediately straight. So Kim Possible was my first crush.
That's impossible,
Okay.
right?
Kim Possible.
Impossible.
I know that there were like one of the most famous ones that a lot of people have said in the past is Nala from The Lion King, which is insane to me because I've never been like, I want to fuck that lion.
A lion.
Yeah.
Where do you get these things from, George? Where are you getting this information from? I say
Listen,
I
right?
some questions
I
on
have
the podcast.
Googled many things in my time as an internet personality.
You know what's coming up later from George? What's your favourite plant? what's your favourite household object?
Household
That's
object.
good, I like that.
No, I got one, Rocky. Do you have any embarrassing stories that you can share with us? Probably. People don't really want to share. So we'll see.
So in middle school in 7th grade, we got evacuated because it was a fire alarm, and it was a time where everyone was like pantsing everybody like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like wearing like whitey tighties. The best moment of my life. There was that one. Oh, and then someone put gum in my hair in 7th grade.
Oh, I've had that so many times. It's horrible.
They did it on purpose too. I was pretty pissed off.
What did you do to get it out?
That wasn't fun.
You got a freezer where you can do. Freezer will just cut it out. Is what I did.
Your hair, though. You just put your head in the freezer or what?
No, you can take the bit where it is and you can like fold it into the freezer and then close the door on it. But I just cut it out because it's less hassle.
Sounds like you've done this a lot, George.
Hassle.
Oh, I did. It happened to me a lot. The school buses were
That's
atrocious.
a great moment. Here's one on Valentine's Day. It's even worse.
Oh, here we go. Oh, nice.
I think it was 9th grade year. Yeah, 9th grade year. There's this girl named Morrigan, and I liked her a lot. And she said that she liked me, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And so on Valentine's Day, I got a rose, some chocolates, and a teddy bear. And I got on one knee, and I asked her to be my girlfriend. And she said no in front of everybody. That was recording.
God,
So
That's harsh.
I'll
Very
probably
horrible,
never get in a relationship
if you
again
guys-
after that. I'll never go near a woman again. I'll be like, that would crush me, man.
So if you guys come across that video, let me know so I can...
You see, guys, on this podcast, we get all the scoops, man. We're talking about pens, we're talking about embarrassing moments, you know, ninth grade
animals from the
proposals,
Lion King
you know,
took.
everything. It's all here on the SHEDCAST. We'll have to have Rocky on again sometime.
I've had something similar to that.
I'm going to say that we'll have to have him on again in a couple of episodes' time, or like further down the line, because I think we got so much that we can explore.
We need to go into psychological detail.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a very similar thing. I like this girl a lot, like a lot. And I've been talking to her for before uni. This was secondary school, going into sixth form. So I liked her a lot, and we'd been talking for months and months and months.
Start talking about ducks.
Yeah, I saw that. That threw me for a loop. That did. So, I asked her out, and she was like, "Yeah." And then halfway through the day, she was not okay. She was crying. It's almost like she'd been bullied. I know, it's fucking horrible, right? It's almost like she'd been bullied to then dump me, and then she fucking broke my heart. And then I met my current girlfriend.
There's a couple in between, I think, George.
Yeah, no, there definitely was. There was definitely a couple in between.
The person, you really liked at uni, but then, it was too late, I don't know how you guys talk about this, man. Really difficult, though, to discuss some things, isn't it? But everyone's had that happen.
It's the kind of people that we are, I think. I'm really open about a lot of things.
Damn jokes, so.
I think I'm really closed off. I'm a complete opposite after that. Was that your question?
You got.
Oh, that was mine, wasn't it? Embarrassing.
Yeah, that was yours. But you've got to learn to laugh at yourself, because if you don't, you're just gonna be sad forever. Really.
I got an embarrassing story. Once I went to sixth form, and it was a charity day. Yeah, we all had to wear onesies. So the form tutor said, "We're all doing this tomorrow. bring a pen and everyone come in a onesie. So I went to the Asda.
Was it just you?
A Minion onesie, yeah. And I went to sixth form, you know, bearing in mind I'm 6'3", dressed as a freaking Minion. Only one in class that done it. And I had to walk around all day like that, no one else dressed up.
Dude, I flipping love non-uniform day. Non-uniform day was the best part of school.
Pictures of me and everything like the teachers was. I felt so embarrassed, man. Imagine having that happen and you're the only one dressed as a freaking Minion all day. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I was the only one dressed as a hot dog the entire day at work. So on Halloween.
You can put it.
Yeah, but that's when you're slightly older. You've got that sort of like jokesy about you. But being on your own in a Minion, like Minions are so embarrassing anyway. But being stuck as a Minion the full day.
And
like,
you know that I'm quite a serious character normally, so like I'm quite sensible.
Every time there'd be a non-uniform day.
Massive fan. Hey Thomas.
In my bag I'd have my uniform just in case I got the day wrong.
Well, that's the thing. I never used to take part. That was the only time I took part. I thought, you know what? I've been here for like 6-7 years. I've never took part in any of this non-uniform stuff. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'll go and get a onesie. Cost me about 15 quid. I come in the next day, pay a pound. There's no one dressed up.
See, if that had been my school, everyone would have been dressed up. Everyone lived for that. Like, because we had really horrible uniforms. We had like, towards the end of sixth form, they'd switched to uniform and it had gone from like a nice navy blue with a nice tie to grey with red stripes, so you looked like something out of a barbershop quartet.
The wear uniform for sixth form. Hey CVNS, where's Benji? This is a RockyTV podcast and Shedwoods podcast, but we might get Benji on. We'll see, but not today though. So yeah, George, your question.
What is the strangest thing in your fridge?
Peppers.
What?
That's fairly normal, though.
What did you say? Peckers?
Ghost peppers, I think.
Peppers. Ghost peppers, and
I bet there's some gone-off hot dogs in there.
Yeah, there's hot dogs in there. You already know it. You already know it.
Yeah. Mustard.
It's not really weird, but I mean, I guess.
I think the weirdest for me is right at the back of the fridge. There is like a carrot that's been there for God knows how long. It's black because it's been in there so long. I don't want to go near it. I don't want to go anywhere near it.
It
looks like it's growing like wisdom.
Where there's that like piece of cheese on the floor for like 10 years.
It looks like it's grown a beard.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not, bro. But yeah, that's why I never ask a question. You know what? I had another question. I got like 5, 6 more left. Well, probably near enough 10. But I think what we should do is just go through the pictures on the screen, and you can tell us about each one. So the first one, let's get Rocky in a little Minion hat.
That's not a Minion hat. That's actually a SpongeBob hat.
How old are we at?
If you turn it inside out,
do you still have that hat? We can't hear you, Rocky.
Is he gone again? Oh no, hang on.
Oh no. I keep getting sit there because there's lots of pictures of the Rocky on the screen when you angle. God, why am I on your screen 3 times?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, because I've got it like quite close. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
So that's not a Minion hat. It's a SpongeBob hat. If you turn it inside out, it turns into Patrick.
I'm echoing. Am I echoing those?
It might have been because I was quite close to the...
Should we be echoing?
We'll just turn it down a bit. Hopefully it helps.
Am I still echoing? Is this still echoing?
Should be a second.
No, it might have just been feedback issues. Don't worry about it.
Let me just double check it.
Or was it just me?
I think it's just me. I don't think it's you.
Might have been because I was quite close to the...
Yeah, I think should be echoing.
Hello? Hopefully it helps. I think that's better.
It might have been because I was quite close to the microphone and I've since turned it down.
Well, don't get close to the mic, George.
Well, how are you going to hear me?
I hear you double.
Okay.
Just me.
Hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear Rocky.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, a Minion hat. I've already told you what it is. I don't know. I took that picture back in my old house.
Is it fixed now, chat?
Now?
It's alright, Rocky, carry on.
See. Let me just see.
I feel like this is more Rocky's podcast than it is ours. Where's George
Fine
gone?
to me.
We've lost George.
Okay, you just lost George.
George!
Okay.
He's back.
What is going on?
George, where'd you go?
I quit because I couldn't.
Quitting
What's
on
going on?
Oh, now he's messed up the old freaking the old layout. No,
It's
he's got Rocky on his face. I can just see Rocky's head and George's mouth. Oh, I don't know why that makes me laugh so much.
everything is fine.
By the chicken hat. Alright, can we get back to the questions now?
Okay, yeah, so boom,
Oh,
there's that question. There's that hat, that picture. The other one with me and my volume is just low now. You guys gotta fix the volume.
Don't
Guys.
worry about it, Rocky. We'll deal with this stuff. You just carry on.
I want them to hear me. I want them to hear me.
They will, yeah.
Anyways.
I've just zoomed in way too far on someone's head.
Oh my god.
Professional.
This was going really well.
The picture with me and my cousin in hot dog costume, that was Halloween 2019.
You look so young, huh? That's only like 2 years ago. A year and a bit.
That was
3 years ago
2019. Now. And we went to downtown Halloween, downtown here in San Antonio, Texas. And we just walked around in our hot dog costumes. We went to restaurants to go eat. We were trying to go bar hopping, but I was only 19, so that didn't go too well.
I mean, it must be hard for you, especially being in America. It's 21, right? The legal limit.
Sucks.
Yeah, for us it's 18, and I mean it's gotten worse now because when my sister was younger, they didn't really check IDs that often.
Is it better now, Permit?
Permit for the feedback.
A
picture with me with my long hair. It's longer than that.
You know, George used to have hair like that. You know. How long George had yours? You used to have really long hair, didn't you?
Yeah, until I shaved it off. Yeah, it was pretty much the same length, I think.
I went through a...
Well, that's quite an interesting thing to talk about. You have that tradition in your family, don't you, where you can't shave your head till, what was it, like 30 or something? That's quite an interesting thing to talk about.
Yeah. So, you can cut your hair from ages 19 to 25. In my dad's side of the family, it's a family tradition only for the males from age 19 to 25. And I've been growing my hair since 18. Started a year early.
You didn't have a tradition like that, did you, George?
No, I was just
lazy. You just
he was just.
It's not that. It's just that it costs money, and it's so expensive to get your hair done, especially when like right now I don't have a job and stuff. Like,
hello.
That sucks.
It's
it's just carry on.
That's how it is, you know.
But yeah, there's that, and that's basically it for my dad's side of the family. And so I can't cut married until I'm 25. Even when I'm 25, I don't think I'm going to cut it. I think I'm still going to grow it out.
That might be better.
Until you become like an old man with the hair down to your knees.
Sounds like
I'm still going to grow it out. I think I'm still going to grow it out.
Is that better?
It's like an alien with the echo.
Oh, my cat's bullying me, man.
So yeah, there's that.
Hello.
Are you capping audio from somewhere else then? Do you think you've got 2 audio inputs?
Potentially, yeah.
Until you become like...
Oh my god.
My guys, about my pictures, because that's about it with the pictures at least.
No, that was just Mitchell's like throwing something to spend some time on. I've got a couple of things about some gaming news.
Okay.
And that's probably about it, to be honest. I mean, I've got one more question, actually, which I've just spotted. What 3 people say you could invite anyone in history to dinner?
You just made a special
and why?
on the spot, George.
Why? Okay.
I did not. I've written it down.
People. Okay. Robin Williams, because he's my favorite comedian of all time. I miss him deeply.
They recently bought I think it's Amazon Prime. They've got a documentary out, I think.
I've seen it.
I think it only came out like a couple of days ago.
Mercury, he's my favorite singer of all time. God, one more, just last dinner with him. Those are my 3 people. I miss them deeply.
What do you think you would eat?
I think I would eat. So
Amazon Prime. They've got
I'm a big seafood fan. I like seafood a lot. So anything seafood or anything.
I think it only came out like
tacos.
a couple of days ago.
I am from Texas, so tacos, burritos, kinda. A little bit of tamale, a lot of tamales actually.
Yes.
A lot of barbecue
I know
too.
what the problem is.
So there's that.
I mean, so I think mainly for us, we don't seem to eat a lot of seafood, really, do we? I mean, we've got a huge coast and all these actual fish that we could eat, but it's not been pushed as much. I know that there are like a lot of famous restaurants that do it here, especially in London. London's like a big food. Like, what's the famous food street in London? It's not Chinatown.
Chinatown.
I can't remember.
Rocky, what's thinking about? I don't know, man. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day today. Actually, I have eaten. I had rice at like 4 in the morning.
I don't think there's anything I can do about the echo, guys, because I think what it is I'm connected
Muted
to
now.
Discord, but I have to also
now
have Discord on the stream, you know, so it's...
What do you mean? You should be outputting your microphone through Discord. It shouldn't automatically output.
It's part of the desktop audio, isn't it?
Yeah, but your microphone, you shouldn't hear your microphone in the thing unless it's coming through mine. Maybe let me check.
I knew it wouldn't.
Answers from the chat's
it's
questions.
Fixed. It's fixed. Saying, huh? Rocky, I got questions, man. Don't worry about it.
Sound.
I got loads of questions. I just have to fix some stuff.
I'm just saying because
we fixed it, boys. We did it together. That's all we needed. How tall is Rocky?
We've only been on. How tall? I'm 6'2".
We've been streaming for 45 minutes.
So you guys need to come.
Alright,
you know,
what?
If the chat has questions.
What are your music tastes, Rocky?
Music tastes? Okay. My music taste is anything old. I'm an old person and a young man's body. I like classic rock, classic rap.
Classic rock's the best.
I also like opera. I'm a huge opera fan, so I love opera.
So give us some artists, give us some suggested songs that the chat might want to check out. Like your top 5.
I mean, we're going to do that in a bit, aren't we? We've got a couple of questions about.
I think what we're going to do is I'm going to run through these questions. We'll get these questions out of the way.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is George will do his stuff, like his music stuff and all that, and then we'll just ask the chat.
And eat healthy.
Callie, yeah, you should definitely. I mean, as long as you're happy doing it, do whatever you want.
Doing it, George.
You should. You should at least be on the net side, because I don't know how much you weigh exactly, but eat healthier. Maybe exercise a bit too as well. Just keep your body in
somewhat of a good condition. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, it doesn't have to be optimal. You don't have to be like a runner. Like, I know that it's going to sound weird me saying this, but I don't take care of my body.
See Rocky's
I
face.
eat
I think he's 6'8". Why do you think that? Are you saying you got a?
No, that's such a weird thing.
Eating healthy is good. Got to respect your body, Tom. Not just your taste, but yeah.
I mean, not even that. Like,
to be honest, at the moment,
I eat awful food. And recently I've not been exercising, and it's starting to get to the point where I can like feel it.
Yeah,
like
I feel like that. But the thing is, like, you know me, like George, like at uni, I used to be a lot bigger, lost a lot of weight, ate healthy, got into the gym, and then this lockdown,
and then COVID,
these lockdowns kept coming along, and I couldn't get back into a routine, so it just completely screwed me over, man.
Well, for me, it was never that I wanted to exercise. I used to play football since I was like 5 till I was maybe 16. Just I was on a team, and
it's funny
like that was
you couldn't even play.
I'm atrocious. Yeah, I know. So back in because of those like however many years break, I have forgotten everything I ever learned. I can't kick a ball straight anymore.
Someone to put on the bench. I got some more questions like favorite movie. We doing that later though, aren't we? Music taste.
Yeah.
And then I got I think I've spoken to you about this before, Rocky. But do you have any ghost stories? I always love listening to these. When I watch podcasts, people talk about them. I find it intriguing.
So when my dad passed away, I would always text his Facebook on Messenger, tell him on how much I love him and miss him, because I didn't want to do it voice, talk out. I don't know, I'm crazy, I guess. So I would text him on Facebook Messenger, and one day he actually replied and said, "I love you and I miss you." And I freaked out so bad, I started to cry, and I went to my mom's room, and I was like, my dad just replied to me on Facebook. What the fuck's going on? To my mom, and I looked to go back, and it wasn't there no more. It disappeared.
So maybe it was like
at my old house. I've had a.
Could it have been like wishful thinking, and you had a dream that he replied, or?
Dream. It wasn't a dream. I know that. And then at my old, there was a lot of deaths there in the area around there, so you could feel some like a lot of negative energy. I've had a few times my name be called out where the rooms got like super freezing. I've had doors slam. I've had things knocked down. I've had things like scratch me on my back, leave things on my wall. It was crazy. And then here now, at my house now, every now and then you can feel like a gust of wind when there's no wind there. It's crazy.
So I've never had anything like that.
Me neither.
I'm the kind of person that doesn't believe in.
I don't really.
I don't believe in it, but I like to hear people like who do. Like that's a nice thing to think that there is something. But I'm such a nihilist. Like for me, there's nothing after.
I don't think so either. But the thing
I
is,
think
like,
it's because
go ghost hunting.
I think when you have someone close to you that dies, you want to believe it, and you feel it more.
I mean, it's not even that. It's the grief does stuff to you, and I'm not going to say this is a way to like disrespect how you feel about this stuff, but it changes how you think. I know that recently, like just before COVID started, my granddad died, and it really threw me for a loop. And during that time, it got me thinking in ways that I'd never thought before, and it changes how you view the world. For me, not so much in like a supernatural way, because I've never had much belief in gods or God or anything like that. And for me, there's nothing after death. I think it's just nothing, and that's to me that's more peaceful than having to sit it for eternity,
Yeah.
But I guess it's all based on how you grew up and
Everyone
the sort of area you're in.
Don't they? I feel like you only believe it if you see it or experience it though as well.
Oh yeah. No.
But because I don't believe in it, even if I was seeing it, I'll probably try and blame it on something. Find
scientific.
a way to explain it. You know what I mean?
Rocky's eyes blue. Yes,
my
my
eyes are so red, man. It looks like I got like black eyes or something.
That's like a dog's eyes.
They seem pretty white to me.
So we've done ghosts. Do you believe in aliens, Rocky?
Makes this enjoyable. Thank you, Liam.
Do you believe in aliens?
What the fuck? Who doesn't?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like,
if you asked that 20 years ago, everyone would be like, they wouldn't say anything because they'd be like,
yeah, but that's because it was a more Christian-based world back then. I mean, it still kind of is.
Rocky, without talking, makes this enjoyable. I think what we might need to do is just get Rocky on as a third co-host on every podcast from now on.
Just have him sit there.
That's a potential.
Be nice.
Like, I think the way that we've viewed the world has changed, especially since.
He locked away if he said that 20 years ago. She's like, oh yeah, that green man that I seen last Tuesday.
You've got to imagine, like, before people went to the moon, like, aliens would have seemed a really out there thing, The idea of space travel
I'm just kidding.
didn't exist.
If you think about it, George, there's so many galaxies and so many planets. Mars has
something's
water.
got to have happened.
If Earth generated life, sentient beings, there must be other life out there that has developed to the same point, even
if it's microscopic life, that still counts. Even if it's people, even if it's not humans,
even if it's like an alien jellyfish, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That it doesn't have to be a higher intelligence thing.
The reason why I ask is that Rocky's from the US. He lives in Texas, and I feel like a lot of people...
He lives in
that
UFO
area,
zone, doesn't he?
Exactly, UFO zone. He's probably been out there every night looking for those UFOs.
But I'd be in the woods looking for them damn UFOs, man.
He'd be in the woods looking for Yetis.
Alright, what's your, No, carry on, George.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think Yetis are probably real. Like, because...
What about Bigfoot?
Yeah, well, I don't know if in the way that it's like
the
way that it's described, you know.
He's just like, I don't believe in ghosts, but I belive in Yetis and the Loch Ness monster.
No, listen. I don't believe in the Loch Ness monster. I believe in Bigfoot and stuff like that because there are actual like in the past
People
experiences like Gigantopithecus, which are like old dinosaur gorilla things. Like they existed. So there's a possibility that they still exist. People don't know if an animal's truly extinct because you know how huge rainforests are and stuff. Like there's still life being discovered. Like the Loch Ness monster, not so much because that is like the only thing that's kind of similar to that is like a plesiosaur or whatever from like
the megalodon is still a thing.
A big dinosaur shark. I love that.
It's just hiding underground.
I think it's still a thing.
We already talked about
probably in the Mariana.
About 5 minutes.
Probably in the Mariana Trench. I mean, no reason for it not
James
to.
says colonising Mars. He wants to talk about that. They're talking about doing that. In the next 10 years, Elon's going to take people to Mars, isn't he? But there's no way of them getting back.
Yeah, it's a one-way trip. They're making sure it's kind of older people because then they don't have to bring them back because they can just either die out there or, you know, as morbid as that sounds, that is one of the cost things they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so it is.
Alfie said he believes in it. He says they're real.
Where the hell did you go? You vanished.
Shit, where'd you go, bro?
That's not maybe a bit of my drink, man. I'm just taking a second.
Oh, okay.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you.
I spat my drink all over my computer. It's like, where'd you go, Shed?
Any other questions you guys got for me?
We got questions. Don't worry, we got them. Give us a minute. We need to keep.
So yeah, I do believe that there are unexplainable things, but I wouldn't call them supernatural.
Yeah, the way we do it anyway, Rocky, is just go for all the questions we got, and then we'll let the chat ask stuff, and then we'll just talk for a bit, and then yeah, that'll wrap it up.
Good to me, man.
So, favorite game and your first ever game.
I see you're stealing my questions from last week, are we?
Yeah, exactly, George. We've got to make it a thing. You know what I mean? There's good questions. We should recycle.
I'll bring my other notebook back.
Upcycle them.
So my favorite game was Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original ones, not the new ones.
Classic.
I love those.
I've got that.
My first ever console was an Atari.
Atari.
Ooh, man got an Atari.
Did your mom give you that?
That my mom gave me.
Yeah.
My mom gave me that, and I loved it so much. I played this little baseball game on it, and it was
Rocky
awesome.
believes it, Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie does. He does, yeah.
The first one that I ever bought with my own money was PS2.
That was the first console I had for brand new, but my first one was a PS1. The first game I ever had was Toy Story on the PS1.
So we talked about this last week. I got a Nintendo 64 and a PlayStation 1 at the same time.
With the really fast rocket ships, it would take like 100 million light years.
I had an Xbox One a few years ago.
This is new, yeah. It's SHEDCAST, Yusuf. This is episode 2. You can watch last week's, which is basically just me and George chatting rubbish for 3 hours. We might get Rocky back on every week. Who knows? We might just do a freeway podcast. Because, you know, freeze the crowd.
Excuse me?
That's what she said.
Excuse me?
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I named my stream doesn't mean you can steal my title. My stream is Freezer Crowdcast.
Well, technically, we'd have to have a guest on, so we're on before. Rocky has IQ now. Yeah, the thing is, when you have a podcast, you can actually do intellectual conversations. When you're playing Fortnite, you kind of like, oh my god, this guy's murdered me again. You know what I mean? You can't really have proper conversation.
What was the first game you got on your Atari?
Baseball.
The baseball one.
It was. I was like.
Are you just stealing my questions from 10 minutes ago, George?
I'm going back to the old notebook.
My mom was the baseball game, and I was like, okay.
Rocky discovered the brain.
That's it. I liked it a lot.
Much credit, man.
At what point did you decide that, like, oh yeah, I really like games, and this is going to be one of my defining features in my life? Because for me, it was the first time I picked up a Nintendo 64 controller. Like the minute I held it, like, oh, I enjoy this feeling.
It was very late, honestly. I didn't think of gaming to be a real big part of my... I mean, I enjoyed it, but I didn't see myself doing it like all the time.
Yeah.
I was more of a sports kid. I played a lot of sports, a lot of basketball.
The problem is, like, as you're growing up, you're taught the games are not very productive, like our generation, and we have to stop playing them and get a job and stuff. But then
which
when
is
you get
bad
older,
because
you think, oh, you know what, I'm just going to do what I want to.
Well, it's not even that. Like recently, there have been discoveries from scientists about how gaming can improve your reaction speed and how it can impact the creative process. Just because you're not staring at a computer all day, you're inputting, you're putting your mind to work.
Problems, don't you?
Yeah, it's problem solving, which is, and not even that, but like, I remember reading that on, I don't know if it was.
I love how when George starts to get technical, Rocky just looks there and like he just like stares in his face.
And no, so that they did like a reaction.
He's just looking at that big pen. Yeah, reaction speed test, George.
Yeah, in like factories and stuff. People that have played video games for a long time are like 10% faster at these kind of tasks, like on a production line, than people that have never touched anything to keep your like fingers going like that. You know?
Yeah.
That's an intriguing ring, Rocky. What's that? Where'd you get that ring?
This is my Chicago Bulls championship rings.
Very nice. You got quite a collection of them, haven't you?
Other ones.
Show us around.
6 of them. I have all 6, and then I have a Golden State Warriors one. This is
GS.
Second. I think there's second here. That's the second
nice
one. I don't want to show them off. That's kind of weird.
Golden State.
That's what we want. This is the gold rush part of the podcast.
You guys
what is your like favorite? Is Golden State your favorite basketball team?
No. The Spurs are, and the Lakers.
What about the Raptors? Is that basketball?
No, this is just a sweater. No.
Yes.
This is just a sweater.
Hey,
my favorite player, Kawhi Leonard, was on the Raptors, and so wherever he goes, I support him.
I couldn't hear you. Would you say again?
Player, Kawhi Leonard was on the Raptors. I go follow him.
Okay, cool.
George, I've got 2 more questions here, you know, but you keep skipping ahead.
Did you guys hear me?
We got
you. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a great job. No, I'm kidding. Where do you see yourself for 10 years?
Dead. Not playing with you.
Just like all your fans have just, you know, they're bawling their eyes out.
I don't know where I see myself in 10 years. I don't know where I see myself in 5 years either. Or even in
We're taught to have plans, right? And I've never been one for having life plans.
I don't know.
I've sort of always gone with the flow.
You know, it's an interesting question because some people actually have their lives together and like, you know.
Yeah, no, some people know what they're doing, and then there's us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in 10 years.
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow,
last
to be honest.
question I got, and it's how is the dating life going? Because we all want to know. I've seen your Tinder review. I found it thoroughly entertaining. And yeah, we just all want to know how it's going. Let's give us the juicy details. I said we'd be doing it all in this podcast, guys. You know.
Well, I have a new video that I'm trying to work on, but I just keep getting distracted by other things.
Like a podcast.
Well, the podcast is fun to do. New video. So I don't know if you guys know about Gacha Life.
No.
You do so much with a passion. Look it up. Look it up, Chef, and you'll know what it is.
Something I want to be looking up.
But it's basically the community is very, very toxic, and it pisses me off to the point where I am going to make a video about it, and why they are the way they are, what they do, what they need to do to fix it, and why they wake up and just choose violence. I've had a lot of encounters with a lot of gacha players, and I want to fix their attitude, or at least attempt to. Because you try to help them out, you try to help them out, and they just get so pissed off at you for trying to help them out. You try to be nice to them, they just get pissed off.
What's this gacha players?
They think that they think that they're trying to, I guess, go after them or just I don't know, man. They just wake up and just choose violence.
So what's your ideal woman then?
Shed, you're my ideal woman.
I'm already taken. I don't know whether to take that as a compliment. Well, I'm not going to take that as a compliment. That's a bit of an insult, man.
Yeah, I'm saying that you're perfect, bud.
Alright, carry on. Be serious, Rocky.
I don't really have any more questions, to be honest. I guess
Ideal
what's the most
woman.
common myth about being a YouTuber?
I don't know why you
is
keep
my only
saying you don't
question
have
after
any
this.
more questions, Jordan. They keep coming.
It was my last. It's my last one. I've not done it in order, so I'm sort of jumping around and getting confused.
Myth? Well, I don't really know any common myths about YouTube.
Hey, JP.
Really?
What is something like you get asked about quite a lot, and you're like, "Oh, that's not real." Like, is it that YouTube money or whatever?
See, when I first started off, people said I wasn't going to make a lot of money. All right, and that turned out to be a lie.
Well, how much is a lot?
A lot of money. Well, my first paycheck, my first 2 paychecks equaled out to $500 or more. Within 2 months.
Not bad.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I get paid pretty damn well from YouTube. Another one is they said it was that hard to connect with people. That's another myth.
But who said
I
this?
connect a lot of
it.
YouTubers.
I mean, back in the day, it kind of was like that. Like, unless you were in a network, it was impossible
Well, that's
to.
the problem. It's really difficult, isn't it, to find genuine people on YouTube, because once they get to a point where they've grew and they've outgrew you, they don't want to know you, basically. So like,
I mean, it's not so bad nowadays, but way back when, you'd have to be in a network. I remember Polaris being a thing, and Polaris were a huge network, and when YouTube updated their terms of service, they just went kaput. They just imploded because they weren't doing anything, but they were still taking a cut of the money. They were just there to take money off other YouTubers. I know that.
Yeah.
I can't remember who was in Polaris.
It makes me laugh when you just sit there like having this deep
They said that
conversation.
was a hard thing to do. That turned out to be a myth to me. I mean,
but then when you meet people like me, you know, like us three, like, you know, and then you got your friend Benji, and then, you know, all the people from your channel, all the people from my channel, you start to build this network of people that actually want to see you do well and actually, you know, you can connect with.
They'll support you no matter what kind of game you play.
Yeah, which is that's the greatest thing. Like, that's probably the greatest thing I've got from YouTube.
Yeah, I mean the community is really good in the smaller. I say smaller. I know that, like, the huge YouTubers are toxic as a lot of the time. Like,
yeah,
I know, especially with streamer houses and stuff like that. Even recently, not Misfits. Offline TV, they had a huge issues with the Rust server they were playing because people were stream sniping and stuff, like, and fully like melting down the server, and it's been the most viewed thing this month alone because of them having 50 huge YouTube Twitchers and YouTubers and streamers and stuff.
Yeah, when we talk
all
about
in
these
like this
groups,
one server,
I think that we should all create a group. You know, all of us. You know, George, Rocky, your friend Ben, me, maybe Mushy. We should all get together and create this network. Eventually, I don't know how it's going to work, but it's something.
The thing is, networks aren't really a huge importance anymore. Back in the, like, maybe 5 years ago, when YouTube was quite a small thing, you needed to be in a network and you needed to have people around you to support you like that. But I think you can sort of maybe do it on your own now if you really needed to. Like, you could solo your way to the top. I know that it'll be harder, and I know
what I'm saying is, George, it's not really about me or Rocky or any of us really, but like we can help each other grow, but we can also help these small channels grow. That's what I've been working on for so long. I've always tried and get these little channels, you know, a boost. But it's hard to get people to take part of that. But when you got like 3 or 4 channels that actually want to, you know, support people, that's when you can actually help people. I've always done that since like 1,000 subs or something. Well, probably before that actually. And, like,
I want to do it too, but Be a lot of work.
Yeah, it's getting to that point where you
I
can
will
help
support
people.
every single one here, and I love RockyTV and Shedder's God, and I'll be here for you. Ah, thanks, Edward.
I mean, I've had a major sub boost here the last few days,
Yeah.
and I about 30 to 50 players to 60 people, in the live stream now. So if I just raid one person, that's 40 players, 60 people
Which
going over to that live
that's a
stream.
huge thing for like a small streamer that gets like 2 views, 3 views max. Like
But
to suddenly have
imagine if
that.
4
Freak out,
people
they
did that
freak
with the
out.
same amount of people. Then that becomes like 200 subs in a single like fight in the space of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a really
The really hard part is getting to that point where
As a
you
month.
can just be.
How
that's
says
not
a bro,
much I make
$500
a
a month. Rocky's a baller, man.
You've been making that YouTube bank. How much of that is tax deductible? What's the tax like in America? Is it? I remember reading
George,
it's
you're
quite bad.
such an old man. I don't believe we talk about making money on YouTube. You just straight away like,
Not that bad.
yo, what's the tax rate, bro?
My paycheck that I got, it was about $560.
Because of Fortnite custom.
I don't know, but about like $30 away.
Ah, that's not so bad. I always remember reading like it's quite bad. I know that you have to add it yourself, right? Whereas here on a lot of paychecks, it's automatically
Because so many
done.
views, I guess. Maybe just because I'm a good YouTuber. Who knows?
No, you're very entertaining, Rocky, even when you don't try to be. I think that's that's what makes you so successful. But it's like, when I talk about helping those smaller channels, I just think we have to, do as much as we can. And it's like, when I raid people, give them that little extra, boost. Really helps, man.
I want to help people, but I don't think it's worth rating a channel when you got 10 viewers or 5. I want to rate people where I have like 15 to 20 to 40 to 60. And now that I can reach that maximum of people where I can get 60 people in there, usually it's at the end of the stream. If you guys missed it, I had about 200 people this live stream in the
crazy.
one time.
I'm telling you, Jordan, with your stream, you're doing something wrong, man. Because if you're doing all the same stuff and you're not getting any views, you only got 7 views earlier, and I did the same thing, and got 400.
I mean, the thing is, I don't really care a huge amount about the amount of views I get, as long as I'm enjoying it. It's always how it's been. Like, I've never done creative work to get views or to get paid. It's always been, as long as I enjoy it, I'm happy to do anything. Especially like in real life as well. Like, as long as I'm happy to do it, I will do literally fucking anything, man. When I was working, I did way much more work than everyone else because I enjoyed it, and it's that kind of enjoyment that really, like, will keep you going when you're, I guess, low. Like, as long as you enjoy what you do, it doesn't matter what you do.
You know what streams I enjoy the most? These ones where we just sit and talk. I don't know what it is, but something so organic about this. Like, this is if we could all get together. I thought you said
orgasmic for a minute.
I mean, it's that too, but that's on the after show. That's the after show.
Yeah, that's the after party. But just think how crazy it's been.
That's the Shedcast after dark.
Yeah, like what a year it's been, Rocky. Imagine if I told you last year that we'd be sitting here doing a podcast, Shedcast, and you'd have nearly 3,000 subscribers, be monetized on YouTube. What would you tell?
I would have said, "Who are you?" And you're a liar. This is crazy. See, when I first started streaming, I didn't know anyone besides B-Fuzz, and I don't know. I just didn't expect anything to come of it. And then I met Cosmic MJ. Cosmic MJ was the first person to raid my channel, and he gave me an audience. He gave me like 2 to 3 viewers, which was nice, because I didn't have that. I didn't average none.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like a month or a few weeks later, that's when Shed raided my channel. And then I had about 10 viewers to stream. And then I made this thing called Subworld. Shed, I don't know if you remember Subworld. Do you remember that?
I wonder where he got that from. I wonder where he got that from. Say
the one with all the dicks.
Originally, Rocky was copying me making Subworlds. Now I'm copying Rocky in bloody Fortnite.
It's all gone full circle.
Yeah.
I had a thing called Subworld where everyone could join in. It was a creative world. And I gave credit to everybody, and you could build whatever the hell you want. I don't care what it was, as long as it wasn't races.
It was pretty fun, actually. I remember getting on there a couple of times. We were just
everyone loved it. Everyone loved it, and I to blow up off that, and then
Will that ever come back?
And then Subworld started. No.
Hmm.
Started to die down. They wanted more survival.
I don't know what's happening in Minecraft lately. There's been a real big dip in it. Because I've been, I was streaming consistently for the past, couple of years on Minecraft. And recently it's gone from, having 100 views guaranteed every stream to maybe, 200-300 to less than 80 a stream. And
I mean, the issue is, it's kind of the same game, just repeated and repeated and repeated. Like, no matter how you phrase it,
but Minecraft
it's the same game that's been around.
It has dips and it just rises again. It's like Fortnite. Fortnite, when I streamed it, I don't know, a year or two, it was quite low. I was getting more views on Minecraft. And now Fortnite skyrocketed again, so YouTube has a funny way of doing that. It just follows the trend.
It's all about the trends. And to be, a somewhat successful, creator, you've got to follow the trends, but also not just stick to them. If you were one of thousands of people just playing Minecraft, you lost in the crowd. But if you're playing Minecraft with a twist somehow, playing it with
how I usually do it.
It'll come back when the updates come out. That's when it'll come back.
Yeah, it's because how long has it been since an update?
Then once a year.
Update.
Okay, but
so as soon as you get to a huge update, it'll go again. When I first started playing it, I was in secondary school, and I was playing it in class because this was the time when you could play it online, on the browser. That was so long ago now. Mm-hmm. I'd never have imagined that there was a huge audience for that game back then. And it's kind of tricky to gauge an audience
and change.
I know I add a lot of twist on my Minecraft streams. There's times where I pour stuff, I drink stuff, I eat stuff, I get tased.
You're always throwing yourself on you.
I always make sure that it's different. That each Minecraft stream has to be different.
Otherwise, it just all goes into it.
Those electric collar things. You could do one of those challenges.
A dog shocker. Hell no.
Yeah, I would do one though.
It's yeah, sure, man.
I mean, I've been tased. I've done.
Summer 2021 is going to be
peppers.
Huge update in Minecraft.
About it.
How bad was the ghost pepper?
I hated it.
You want to eat another one for the podcast?
No. You can go. Nope.
Come on, man. We need to make this the best one yet.
Nah. It'll be so tricky to chat while you're choking on a ghost pepper.
This is what a ghost pepper looks like.
Come on,
yeah, the little demons in disguise.
It looks so good. Look at it.
It smells so bad. It smells.
You don't know how to draw. Yeah, we know how to draw. I don't know.
This is what the package looks like. I got these off Amazon. These things smell like death. All right, don't ever eat one of these. You guys do. You're retarded.
I got Andrew to
eat like 4. Them are Carolina Reapers, right?
Yeah, I got Andrew to eat 4 Carolina Reapers.
Yeah, Reapers are worse.
All right, guys. So I guess me and George ran out of questions. So let's get all your guys' questions in the chat. Fire away.
Yeah.
Anything you want, we'll just sit back and ask.
In between the gaps in that, I will throw some facts out.
Let me see the live chat. Let me see if they're saying anything.
So I'm gonna start off with this day on gaming or in gaming. There's literally nothing. There was one thing that I was like, oh yeah, that's an okay game, and that was Crash Bandicoot 2.
Pretty good.
On Game Boy Advance, and that is the only game I recognize from the entire list of 20 or 30 things. So yeah, today's
pretty good.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot's great.
But not that good. Does anyone have any questions in the chat for RockyTV?
I
this is your chance, guys. Ask away. You've got him.
Your time.
You got him right here. There's only 6 people in the chat, and you can ask him whatever you want.
When did you put the hot dog costume? Isaiah, when did you put the hot dog costume? When did I get the hot dog costume?
I think maybe get.
We've gone through Ghost, Alfie.
I got the hot dog costume for Halloween. It was a Halloween costume originally, and then I started streaming, and then I started doing streams with my hot dog costume on. That's basically.
So the hot dog costume
before
YouTube.
Yeah.
You can take the YouTube out. You can take the hot dog out of the man, but not the man out of the hot dog. Is that the phrase?
That's not how it goes. I mean, that's a different kind of hot dog. That's a sausage surprise, but we're not going to go there.
Nobody doing streams where they did a hot dog costume challenge or anything like that, and I wanted to be different. So I said, you know what? Why is my face getting bigger?
Is that what you said?
That's what he said. He said, "Why is my face getting bigger because of this hot dog costume?"
Yeah, goes the rule. Also, don't talk in caps. All right, thank you.
He says, "Why do you think goes through?" Alfie, there was an entire section where we had a conversation about past experiences. So if you go back in the podcast,
bro, I've already said I got that fashion about like 2 or 3 years ago.
All Alfie cares about is Ghost, man. Like, that's all he's asking about.
Alfie, if you go back in time about
we did like
20
minutes on Ghosts.
If you literally scroll back on the bar, you'll be able to sit and listen to the entire conversation, including but not limited to ghosts, yetis, and aliens. So, yeah. So I found a nice news story. Do you know that we're going to bring up Cyberpunk again? I do this every week.
It's a shitty game.
Yeah, exactly. So, according to NME, Cyberpunk lost 79% of its player base in 1 month. How do you do that? Why would you even release a game when you can lose 80% of your player base in a month? Like,
well, I don't know too much about Cyberpunk. I just know that when it released, it was very broken.
Yeah, it still is.
And that PlayStation had to refund a lot of the money,
which they'd never do. They'd never do that. They hate doing that.
And I don't know too much about it.
Okay,
That game has a lot of potential. The one thing was pretty cool. I watched The Office, and they had a Office reference in there, so I think that was pretty cool with the best surgeon.
Yeah, they were really good with the advertising, and the storyline's supposed to be really good, but it's terrible graphics on console, and there's one representation of a trans character, and it's terrible. They've not got much representation for LGBTQ community,
I
but
just see those PS2 graphics, man. I'm like, I'm not playing.
It does look like a PS2 game on PS4. It's crazy that they think.
Which I don't mind.
No, but when you're building a game as ultra realistic and the next best thing, and it looks like a Guitar Hero ripoff based on the graphics alone, it's not great.
Gally asked how he learned to drive. He said, "Did you learn yourself, or did your parents teach you?" I'm pretty sure he probably got a driving instructor, bro.
I learned
potentially
by myself.
Oh.
It's America. You can kind of do that thing there. Here, if you go near a car on your own, you'll get clapped in irons real quick.
14, my parents were they did a lot of bad stuff. I'll just say that. And one night they were driving, and I didn't know they did stuff. I'll just say drugs, because why not? You guys are the lives, and they did a lot of it, and they were they were swerving to fall asleep on the road, and so I had them pulled over, and I said, "Let me drive." And so at 14 years old, I learned how to drive, and I mean, I was pretty bad because it was my first time, obviously, but I made it home safe. And I told myself, okay, you know what? I gotta learn how to drive just in case this happens again. So every day when they were sober, or even when they weren't sober, I would pay attention on what they would do, how they turned the wheel, how they turned the blinkers, the pedals, everything, the controls, everything. And then eventually, when that problem did happen again, I wasn't scared of driving. I knew how to drive already, even without practicing how to drive.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing you can sort of learn by osmosis, as long as you pay attention to what's happening around you.
Driving is like riding a bike, really. And it's so easy. Now I have my own car, and
George,
I drive like a master.
Nah, I've done some lessons, probably.
Like a master, because I've been driving since I was 14, so that's basically almost like 7 to 8 years now.
Yeah. Did you see the news about? Do you remember, or do you know that?
Rocky, you'd have to drive on the other side of the road.
Yeah, and have a different sided car. The cars
as well.
No, I don't think you have to relearn. As long as you've got a license, you can just apply for a temporary license.
That's weird. I don't like it.
So, did you see that? Do you know the Minecraft speedrunner Dream?
Yeah.
Well known. Yeah. All his world records have been taken off him because he's been accused of cheating.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard that he got accused of cheating, but I didn't know that they took off his world records.
They took, I think, almost all of them. Where they just removed them because they found like sufficient evidence of him having set this stuff up, which is for someone who's supposed to be like the pinnacle of speedruns. It's crazy.
That's see, when I had Rise Up Against Shin in my titles, I knew there was something fishy.
You are rising up against him.
I challenged him a race to 25 million subs, and he did not accept. He is a pussy. I'm officially more gangster than Dream.
Was he the one that got doxxed and they released his home address, or was that someone else?
That was him, I think. That was.
I mean, even if he's an asshole, you'd never. So, chat, never dox anyone. Like, this is coming from an adult, right? An adult right here. I know I don't look like one, but you know I am.
I was an adult, George. Even though we are.
Oh no, I know. I'm 23. I'm technically an adult. That's how it works. I don't know how he cheats. I think he preloads the worlds and sets all the stuff up and stuff. I didn't read too much into it, but don't be the kind of person that when you're up against someone, don't dox them. It's the worst idea. I mean, was it someone got killed from a SWAT raid, right? In my head it's Etika, but I don't think it is because I think he committed suicide.
No, it wasn't.
But
someone else.
The fact that is the power of one guy on the internet.
Like some kids and their parents. You know.
It's insane. Just think before you do anything, chap. In life, in general, just think of all the possible outcomes. Like, because of something someone said, someone lost their life. That's horrible.
Alright, guys. Have we got any more questions? This is the question for RockyTV and Shedwoods. How did you meet? Well, when Rocky was at, I think, 300 subs, I rated him. And, yeah, I thought he was a good streamer. You know, he was doing 24-hour streaming and he didn't have any viewers. And I thought, he's been streaming for like 10 hours. And I thought, this guy needs more subs, man. How can he be streaming for 10 hours with no one in there? It's just not right. To a fashion star.
Actually, what he said is false. Here's how me and Shed met. I made a sex tape on Pornhub. He watched it,
he liked it, he wanted to be part of it.
How long have you had chocolate?
And I met.
We're not doing a fashion show at the moment, but Rocky might be getting back on later.
I've had chocolate for
I got her boyfriend killed because he was mad because she cheated. That was in the paper recently, wasn't it? Like a 13-year-old kid or something.
I knew that. There was a few times that's happened already.
Yeah, that happens too many times. I mean, it's
chocolate for 9 years.
America, man. It's weird like that.
Bro, home of the free.
Home of the free who raid the Capitol building and get escorted out. Man, that really messed with me.
Do you have any other pets, Rocky?
I mean, you don't even live in you don't even live in America.
I mean, I saw pictures and the fact that this woman.
George's mic's so loud.
Is it?
It's a bit late now, to be honest.
There we go. I'll move over there. That's the quickest fix.
Hey, Riley.
The fact that this woman can break into essentially what is our House of Parliament, right? That is what it is, right?
I don't know.
It's where all the people meet, right? I don't know. So I'm thinking it's like that. So like, she broke in. Some girl got maced. She cried about it. Some other girl. The SWAT team held her hand down the stairs. If that had been any person of color, they would have been shot instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember recently one of the Trump supporters ran off with a podium. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
There was a Trump supporter that went into Nancy Pelosi's office and sat.
Read their emails, yeah.
Hey, Slime. We got a raid.
Legs on his back.
Hey, bro.
It's so horrible.
Who's our link?
They can get away with it.
We got an Oopin Gamer raid. Everyone say hello to Oopin Gamer.
Hi, Oof.
Hello, Oof.
We've been raided, guys. We've raided the podcast. Oofin Gamer. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
While we're talking
Well,
about
guys,
the stuff
don't
that
forget to
happened,
like and stuff.
like, what was it? Yesterday, day before? I can't remember. Me and time doesn't work.
Yeah.
Time in the past 10 years.
PogChamp is gone. Twitch will no longer allow the use of PogChamp because he tried to incite violence. The face behind it tried to incite violence about. He tried to get people to like go up in arms because one of the protesters got shot and killed. Like they stormed the Capitol building. What are you expecting to happen, man?
Slime Y Gaming.
I mean,
So now-
everyone was distracted by the Capitol building. Me and the boys were gonna go raid Area 51 again.
I mean, you're pretty close, right? Texas and
wasn't it like Old Town Road that inspired that, the music video? Or was that just happening around the same time?
That just happened around the same time, I think. It was just some guy.
What's Old Town Road?
Gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road.
Lil Nas and Billy Ray Cyrus, was it?
Hey, Lou. Yeah. I
love
love how Billy Ray Cyrus just always crops up like every 15 years with a hit song, man. You know, he had Achy Breaky
He needs them funds, man. It's when his copyrights run out.
And then he comes back with, what's the band, George? One you hate? Rockstar.
Oh, Rockstar.
And then, what, like 15 years later, he comes back and does Old Town Road, man. He just cracks them out for like 20 years.
It's when his royalties run out.
He's like, you know what? I'll just pull a song out of my ass.
But you know what? It makes every song better, though. You gotta admit, without him in those songs, they wouldn't be anywhere near as good.
I mean, you say it like they are good. Old Town Road, catchy,
Come on, George.
yes.
That is an alright song. That's a decent intro. But want to share the love, man. Oh, thanks, bro. Guys, everyone say thanks to Oof Gamer, man. Oofin Gamer. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, you appreciate it,
get
bro.
you back sometime. But yeah, Rocky, you got any interesting news lately that you want to share with us?
Oh, God, nothing happening, bro. Besides going back to work tomorrow, streaming Fortnite later on today.
What's your favourite pizza to make at work or sandwich?
Oh, they have a pizza called the pretzel pizza. The crust was pretzel. That was pretty good.
That sounds horrible.
You sound horrible.
I like pretzels, George, actually.
I mean, yeah, okay, but like they're just really like the only pretzels I can imagine in my head are the really salty ones, and to me they've never been.
It wasn't salty.
You know what? I like flips. So
Yeah, the marshmallow ones, right? They're nice.
not the marshmallow ones.
I like their hot wings at Little Caesars. They're pretty good. Little Caesars. That's not like a Little Caesars at the moment. I don't know. I just can't wait till one day I can actually just quit. I can quit my day job and just do YouTube full time.
That's kind of everyone's dream, right? Just to not have to work for someone and do your own sort of
The
thing.
rate is growing right now. You know.
Half a year.
But then again, I wouldn't do that until you're like secure, and you've saved enough that like if it went wrong, you still got like a year's worth of pay.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can always go somewhere else. Like you've got enough background stuff to just hop somewhere else, preparing food. Like,
oh my god, we got a donation, guys. A raid and then a donation. You're too kind, man. I don't know what to say. Keep up the grind, man. Have a nice day. Thanks, man. Thanks for the $5. Let's get some hype in the chat for Oofin Gamer. I'm definitely gonna get you back, bro. I'm gonna raid you back.
Sure.
Oh, it's awesome, man. I just love
28 likes too, Shed. Look at you,
How you
man.
doing
That's
today,
28
Shed? And
likes.
how's George doing? We're doing good, man. We're doing good.
yeah, we're
do
doing alright.
appreciate
That's good. So for us, it's a little bit harder because we've not really had much experience with jobs, right? I've had one job, and what have you had? You've had.
Oh, gallery, teaching assistant.
And it's real tricky for me in particular, as compared to Shed, because I live in a tiny little village town thing.
Don't hype.
There's nothing. We're both actually artists. We can say that because we've got a degree in art, and there's nothing here for that kind of
You say that,
thing.
Rocky lives in the desert, bro.
Yeah, but I know, but he's got experience in like food
I don't
preparation.
live in no
Nice,
damn
right?
desert. What are you talking about?
I mean, get so
I
annoyed
don't live in no
about
damn
that.
desert.
Look how we got so comfortable that Rocky's sitting there with his feet up.
I know.
It was so serious at the start. We was all sitting like, oh yeah, so yeah, let's answer that. And now he's just like sitting.
That was before I asked about favorite words and stuff. That was when we realised the tonal
I don't know about
quality of this.
Nah, I'm in a desert. Dude, if I show you where I live at, I live in a neighborhood,
Let's
a
see
nice little neighborhood with paved roads.
I know
So
what
I'm
we
pretty
could
sure you guys
do.
think
We
that I
could
have
do
nothing
a
but
meet the
gravel
neighbours.
roads.
Rocky could take his camera around to his next door neighbours, knock on the door, and we could say hello to Rocky's neighbours.
I'm gonna take my whole goddamn computer outside right now.
Yeah, let's never
Get
do
it
that.
with me. On my
I think
shoulder
that-
with me.
So, did you see about Minecraft Earth? That game that no one's ever played.
I didn't even
They're
know
shutting it
what
down.
like last week.
Yeah, thanks for the raid,
They're
bro.
shutting it down.
What is it? I don't know what you're talking about.
Earth.
Minecraft Earth.
So Minecraft Earth was the augmented reality. Like imagine Pokemon Go, but with Minecraft stuff. And because of COVID, they've not had anyone playing it because it's supposed to be a thing where you go out and explore and sort of build in real life. And because of COVID, no one's playing it. So they're shutting it down
Well, you've already got the VR version, haven't you, on PlayStation, which is kind of very similar.
soon. I think they're shutting it down. I think it's maybe next month, maybe more.
What about Pokemon Go? That's not going to go anywhere, is it?
No, Pokemon Go's fine because you
Super
can play
Giant,
Pokemon
right?
Go in your own house, like because there's always stuff around you,
Played it once.
and because of they've started giving away free stuff in Pokemon Go so that you don't actually have to go anywhere, and they've increased the radius of your stuff so you don't have to leave your house.
Should probably
Which is
go download
nice.
Minecraft Earth so I can play it.
Before it goes, yeah, goodbye to Minecraft Earth.
So how was Among Us,
I'll
Rocky?
keep it in business.
How was
Among Us. Well, when I first started streaming Among Us, it did I'm good. You know, it was popular obviously, and
It
everyone
was the same as Fall Guys, right? Where it sort of waned in popularity a little bit.
I feel like we jumped
Fall
off
Guys
the
was
bus
pretty
on
good
that
for like 3
before
weeks.
it did, though. We could have played it for longer.
Yeah, but it's such an oversaturated game. It's the smaller games that are becoming more popular with streamers, like multiplayer, really easy to play, really easy to get into a game kind of things. Like stuff like Apex isn't popular among streamers anymore. It's stuff where you can jump in.
George. It was popular for like a year, maybe.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that Among Us is really good because you can like a lot like Trouble in Terrorist Town and a lot of the Garry's Mod stuff. You can play that for a long time as long as you keep changing who you're playing with.
No, Among Us has a lot more potential. If they did custom skins, they would get more viewership and they would get more players.
How long have we been live for?
And a detective mode.
1 hour
like that.
36. Yeah, because I mean, you could so easily make that with so many mini games. Like, you could do prop hunt in it and stuff like that. If that would be a brilliant way to like bring back prop hunt as like a huge thing. I know that the new Call of Duty has it, but it's not really like a focus of it.
Yeah.
I know, especially with like back in the day when Sea Nanas was huge. I'm gonna bring back a huge name. When they used to play prop hunt with Mexican and Chaos and stuff like that, like that was a huge part of like what I grew up on was
Shit.
Sea Nanas and stuff like that. Like that kind of
What do you mean
comedy
Sea Nanas,
gaming.
George? Is that Nanas in the sea?
You don't know Sea Nanas?
No.
Am I talking to myself here? How do you not know Sea Nanas? Do you know?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking
Hi.
about Rocky knows.
I'll just sit there and chill while you guys talk about Sea Nanas.
Sea Nanas recently made a comeback. He stopped doing stuff for like 2 years and now he's back again.
Is
but-
it called Sea Nanas, like SEA Nanas?
SEANANAS, as in like Sean and Nanas, because his name's Sean. It might be Adam, I don't know. Anyway.
No, I searched for Shedwards on the Facebook after I set it up. You know, I come up Sean Edwards.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Weird.
Sean Edwards.
Abby said hi. Abby wants to ask you some questions, Rocky, in the chat.
Did anyone here play Dishonored? Or Dishonored 2, or whichever?
No.
I have not.
Oh, they're so good.
Why do you
So
have to
it's
lift your hand like that, Rocky, and be like, I have.
not me.
Not me. Oh, thank you.
So one of their co-creators is making a new title, and along with the new title stuff, Respawn Studios, who made Apex, who made what's the other one they made? Not Destiny.
Like Waterburger. You remember that video? That's one of my favourite videos, man. I laugh so much.
What a burger! It's what a burger, not Waterburger. What
That's,
a burger!
I think that's Rocky's most
Do you like
iconic
some
line.
damp burgers? Damp burgers? Damp burgers, yes please.
That's Rocky's most
Burger,
iconic
that's
line
awesome.
ever, man. If he gets merch, he's got to put it's Waterburger on. It's so good.
So Respawn are making a new game, or they're rumored to be making a new game. They've got a bunch of job listings up.
Waterburger.
Waterburger.
What is going on, man? Why does the stream keep doing this blinking thing where they keep switching?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's having it down.
Like musical chairs. It was so good for like an hour.
An hour. Yeah, now it's gone back to shitting itself.
I think we might have to wrap up soon. Because George is giving us all these facts.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, these facts are fine. I've got like one more.
Let him keep doing it.
And
Even if
my
I keep going
facts.
in and out.
My fact is, I've got 2 facts of the day. So these are alright. 2 facts of the days. Did you know that Assassin's Creed was originally going to be a Prince of Persia spin-off series?
You're addicted to Prince of Persia, George.
Prince of Persia is a great game, man. It's
funny how it outlived what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, so they didn't think it had enough potential and made it into its own franchise. But all of it was going to be called Prince of Persia Assassins.
And Chick-fil-A.
Also, while we were on politics earlier, I found a fun little fact. Barack Obama bought advertising space in 18 games. Did you know this?
Why?
To when he was campaigning, it was
You'll be furloughed until middle of Feb. That's like 6 weeks you have off work. Yes, I can stream Fortnite every day. 10k subs.
So, but he bought advertising in 18 games, including Burnout Paradise, Skate, and I think Madden. So they were like,
That's why he won.
Yeah, because he was targeting the youth audience. Yeah.
The youths. Targeting the youths, man.
Those are my final facts, and all I have now is the recommendations. So, do you want to talk about that?
Recommendations? What do you mean?
The recommendations, man. The TV recommendations, that kind of stuff.
Like,
as you well know.
I thought he was looking at Rocky. I was like, why is this guy talking about recommendations?
Hell no, man.
I was like, I don't remember writing that down. Alright, so what's your favourite movie then, Rocky?
My favourite movie? I don't have a favourite movie, but I have 2 favorite shows.
How about movie franchise? I feel like you'd like Rocky, because I'm like, one of my favourite movies is the Rocky franchise.
He is my favourite franchise, yes.
This, you know.
Not me, I can't stand
Rocky's
Stallone.
awesome, man. Like, every Stallone movie is so good.
I can't
Stallone movie.
say and watch it.
George, just get out of the podcast, man. I'm ending this right here. I'm kidding.
Hey, well,
Rocky's
wait,
face.
why can't you say Sylvester Stallone? Was it because he was a porn star?
No, I don't care about his past. I can't understand a word he's saying, and it makes me so mad. It's that.
What you talking about, man?
Yeah. For me, being a well-spoken British man, it's really difficult to understand.
That's the whole point, George. In the first Rocky film, he's supposed to be like that because the story is that he can't read and write and he struggles with things like that, but all he can do is fight.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's not just that. It's not even Rocky. It's Stallone himself. Like I watched the Expendables, And the minute he was there, I was like, "Oh, what the
but
fuck are you
Expendables is
saying?"
not one of the top tier ones. Come on. I mean,
No.
You need to watch Rambo and films like that, George, and Daylight, and not freaking.
I have like 2 favorite shows. If you guys want to hear about those.
Oh yeah, that was our next question.
I guess Cobra Kai.
So my number 1 favorite show is Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, I can see.
Classic.
Office US.
The British one is way better, but I mean, sure.
That's just a patriotism thing, though, right?
I don't know, George. I mean, Ricky Gervais wrote both of them anyway. Pretty sure. Or
yeah.
He co-wrote them.
He was a major part in them both. So what about you, Mitch? You've got
Cobra Kai,
films and TVs to go through.
Cobra Kai.
Have you watched it yet?
This week I went all the way through it. It's almost some bits I did actually cry, and the ending, it blew me away. If you're a fan,
we don't want spoilers, but was it worth it?
Definitely worth it. I watched it twice. I watched them over and over again, 2 times, all the way through. Bear in mind they're like 10 hours worth.
Yeah.
So, I can't give it enough praise.
What about your favourite? What about recent? I'm going to say recent film, but what about a film?
A film. Well,
and it can't be the same as you said last week.
Yeah, I'm always watching films anyway. So, I watched Saving Private Ryan. It's actually really good. I don't know why. I've always watched bits of that, but I've never been able to sit all the way through it. This time I sat.
They recently even put it on Netflix or Prime.
Film last week.
No, you mentioned Rocky.
To sleep, man. Don't fall asleep on us, Rocky.
Just chilling, bro.
So I've got mine down as Good Omens on Amazon Prime, even though that's like old now. That was like a couple of years ago. I recently sat down and watched it. Good. It's good. It's some kind of supernatural, but like
I've watched it.
Of a religious kind. It's good, isn't it?
Believe in supernatural, bro.
I don't know what to say. You've got him on that one.
I just froze. I froze.
What say now?
What the fuck do I say now? And then my film is Train to Busan, which is a classic, a really great one.
Train to Busan.
Yeah, so it's a zombie movie set in a train. It's so good. Okay. Favorite song?
What? Me?
One Vision?
Yeah, we already know One Vision.
That's it.
I can't answer that right now. I need some time. Probably Wonderwall.
Okay.
Answer right now on spot.
Have you listened to Oasis, Rocky?
I have a gun to your head.
Have you listened to Oasis, Rocky? Huh? Huh?
I think you said yes, but it cut out. No, you're breaking up.
No, don't go, Rocky. No. I said, have you listened to Oasis, Rocky?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
The question?
Have you listened to Oasis?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what good British music is like.
It's up there. It's not the best.
George, why do you gotta ruin everything for, man?
I've got to ruin it for you. I've got to ruin it for you.
And he's gonna suggest some really weird, odd, obscure music.
Later on, yeah. But on the thing of British music, Queen and Bowie and old school stuff, like even the Beatles, like a huge fan of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I love the Beatles.
You kind of have to be British. You've kind of got a little bit enjoy the Beatles, even if it's only when you're drunk and singing.
Bands, like in that era.
Are you guys singing?
America. You know.
Chat to anything? Are they asking me anything? We need a Fortnite RockyTV
What's your favourite Beatles song? I think.
Favorite Beatles song. Ooh.
I really like Strawberry Fields. I think that's one of my favourites.
That's a good song. I like Help. That's another one.
Well, mine's Hey Jude. My favourite.
Hey Jude.
So I've got my music. I've got written down as Nothing But Thieves, and it's Broken Machine. And
How does that one go, George?
I'm not going to sing it because it's a little bit too high pitched in my voice.
I said, sing it, George. Sing it now.
No. I was thinking about it. I was like,
was like, how's he managed to peer pressure George that easy?
George, if you don't sing it, George, if you don't sing it, I'm gonna go over there, right? I'm gonna tape your mouth shut, and then you can never speak ever again.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
Won't be a bad thing.
So,
look, George,
any game
George.
recommendations? Oi, you keep that there for special occasions, I see.
Yeah.
I've got
game recommendations.
Yeah, so for me, I've got Dying Light 2, which has been, I think, either re-released or remastered or something, but it's a great zombie game. I'm a big fan of zombies.
For me, it would be any of the old 2K games from 2K12 to about 2K. One of the first 2Ks.
Oh my God,
What about, did you enjoy 18? I don't know. That's the only one I really know.
I hated 18, dude. 18 was the worst 2K of all time.
You know what, I've just turned Rocky's face into that Loving Vincent poster a couple of years ago.
Oh my God.
RockyTV, do you have a favourite cereal, says Moreno?
What did you say? A favourite serial killer?
My favourite cereal. You made it weird, not me this time.
Well,
Favorite cereal. Yeah, I do. It's Captain Crunch.
So we don't really have American cereals here, right? They've started to be imported now, but until recently,
cereals got a lot worse with the sugar tax and stuff. They're not as good. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, when they get imported, they get, like, because of sugar tax and stuff, they take a lot of the sugar out. So it's like, what's the point?
What's that one that everyone likes? Like jams, some jams.
Midget gems. That's a snack.
Not midget gems, George. What it is? Some of Jules. It's got like a
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms is a good one. Yeah.
Oh my God!
We got there.
You're an idiot.
I don't know why my brain thinks. Oh, some of Jules.
Yeah, but they changed the recipes for British. You guys can be. I can't say that. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at names.
How does your Mountain Dew taste over there, British? I know it's different.
Like flat lemonade. That's.
I never used to like it, but I do like it now. So.
It's very quickly.
Have you guys tasted the American Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
No.
I've been to America a couple of times.
Do you like it?
George doesn't like
Just
it.
a drink in it.
It's better tasting though, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's better tasting, but it's. I mean, I'd rather just drink tea. I'm a proper British fat, like tea or like. I'd prefer Coke than a lot of other drinks.
You guys got to give me props for these pictures, man. Even when I look back at them, I think like these some nice pics there. Just pointing it out.
Nice pics. What nice pics? Of me?
Just the way that that young Rocky with a SpongeBob hat on is looking back at that Rocky, and he's like staring directly at the Rocky in the hot dog suit, and then that Rocky is looking down at you, chilling there in the podcast. And then it's just me and George happen to be on the screen.
Yeah, we're interrupting your love cycle.
I think we've covered everything,
I mean, iced tea's nice, Callie. Iced tea's great. Like, I really like peach iced tea and lemon iced tea. But
it looks like congealed urine. Iced tea does.
Not congealed. It's just, congealed means like stuck together.
What's y'all's favorite alcoholic drink?
It's tricky.
Coke.
Tennessee.
I like Strongbow. I'm a British guy. I like cider.
The pink ones, George likes.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the pink ones. They taste quite nice, actually. I like
Tennessee. That's my favorite alcohol drink.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Or Jack Daniels.
I've had terrible history with.
Talking about Spurs Rocky, I can pretty much drink any of those. Like,
yeah, I've had a terrible relationship with tequila in the past.
What about rum, George?
Me and rum, we go like that, man.
When you
except that one time,
me, or on that party, first time I pretty much got drunk with George.
This is the embarrassing story for me, I guess.
We did go drinking because it was at uni. It was like second year, first time we moved in, and we actually got invited to this party with George somehow did. I don't know how.
I just followed along. it was dodgeball, right?
We didn't really bother with all that stuff, but like George says, "Oh yeah, come to this party from the dodgeball gang, yeah." And he buys this bottle of rum, and he's like, this will last us all night, man. I'll drink these all the time. I'll just down these, man.
I do.
And then next thing you know, I'm sitting on the sofa. I'm keeping up with him. Didn't be sick. He'd be sick all over me, sitting right next to me. And then I moved out the way, just about matrixed it, avoided it. Been sick everywhere. And then he got off with some girl. Well, you know, trans.
Yep.
And then
And
then I had to walk home at 3 o'clock in the morning because he had pulled and wouldn't come back with me. Kind of bad, really. And I had to clean up his sick.
You didn't. Well, yeah. I mean, I did as well.
You didn't clean anything.
damn, George went for a trans girl.
Yeah, I've done a lot of things.
Everything.
Like, house parties and me, for some reason, don't mix. I always have terrible experiences at house parties. That's not the first time I've done that either, Mitch. I was at one of my friends.
You had like 3 glasses.
It's because I make when I make. No, it's when I'm. Yeah, they were pint glasses, but also.
Pint glasses.
Of course, it was.
I could handle my liquor so much, man.
So can I.
Back then, though, like.
Oh, baby's not.
We were mixing drinks. We weren't just drinking one drink. It was cider,
I
then
don't want to go.
fucking wine, and then stuff like that. Like, I've been at house parties like that so many times, and I think I've only thrown up at 2 of them. But it's always in the most horrible ways, like that. It's on yourself or on the wall.
Well, I avoided it anyway, so. But it was quite funny because George was the only one there that being sick.
Exactly. Everyone else was fine. Like, they were called it a house party and then they didn't drink. I'm like, what the hell?
I just remember playing, like, what was it we was playing? Like,
Naruto Shippuden.
No, I wasn't playing that. It was like,
oh, okay.
Tell a lie, tell the truth or something. I don't know.
So yeah, me and drinking have got dark history, but a beautiful future probably.
He's showing his legs on the podcast, man. Where else did he get that?
He's trying to get the OnlyFans money, man. He's got it written on his leg, the address.
I have nice legs, and you guys can't deny that. Look at how long, look how muscular.
I'm not putting my legs up on here. Well, fast food, you like better.
I have very muscular
legs.
I have very muscular legs.
I've got chicken legs.
I'd say KFC.
I mean, the problem with British fast food, it all depends on where you are. Like, my KFC here, atrocious. Burger King, delicious. McDonald's, fantastic. But, like, the KFC here has been owned by, like, so many different people keeping the franchise going that, like, it's got to have, like, 4 different owners in the past year. It's, like, they nearly shut it down because of the food hygiene stuff. So, like, I don't eat KFC anymore because of that.
My favorite restaurant is Subway.
Subway's great.
It is.
Back at uni, it was Subway, or it was like, what was the close one? To like eat for less.
Yeah, cheap.
But Subway was always like the high tier sandwich place to go. Like, but I mean, even then, it's not super great food. It's nice, but I'd happily make something better, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a 5-minute break because I gotta go pee and I'm thirsty, so I'll be right back. Alright?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably be adding in
See you
shortly
guys
after
in
you come
5
back anyway,
minutes.
because, you know, getting on.
Alright, Daddy Shed.
Well, it's not getting on, we just run out of questions. We've been rambling for the last, like, 40 minutes trying to just make some stuff up.
I mean, yeah, if there's any people that have got questions in chat, like, fully feel
The
free
thing is,
to
when
ask
you
us
write
now.
down 30 questions, you think that's going to take you, like, 2 hours? Because last week we wrote down, like, 5 questions, and it took us, like, 4 hours or something.
Yeah, but we also did, like, a huge bit on, we did, hang on, let me see what the running order of last week. Last week we did, like, a completely different running order. We did, like, topical news and stuff, rather than stuff like this. Like, I know that we talked about, like, the PS Plus games, we talked about quite a lot of news based on games. Because it was easier then, because we had...
I was just saying hi to Panda.
Oh, hey, Panda. And like we talked a lot about our favorite games and of the past and stuff like that. Like that took quite a lot of time last time. But this time I kind of didn't want to do as much talking about the same stuff because it's going to end up boring if every week we just talk about a bit of news and then talk about the same thing. But having like the same sort of running over the entire way through.
I am back.
He's back. Show us some cool stuff then, Rocky, from your room.
Wow. Go from my room.
Yeah.
Well, you guys saw the championship rings.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me get to the most close thing that I think I have yet. You guys ready to see it? Huh?
George just copies me.
You guys ready to see it? You guys ready to see it?
Yes.
A World Heavyweight Championship belt.
Nice.
Why is that funny, George? Why are you laughing so
And then I have...
It's just what I didn't expect to see. It's like such a traditional like thing that people have in their house. Like, is that like a cheap one or like a really expensive one?
This is cost $200.
I was gonna say it didn't look like plastic and a bit of tinfoil.
Rocky doesn't buy like plastic stuff, man.
I have a signed Super Bowl trophy.
Signed by who?
I'm not too sure.
Because that kind of affects it, doesn't it? Because if it's signed by Barack
Hold on, do you guys
want to?
Do you guys want to see it?
Do
Do you guys want to see it?
Yeah, we want to see it all. Just go through your room,
let me
picking up
put- let me
every
put this-
object, and then
No,
that'll stretch us to
I'm
2
not
hours.
having you- no.
That'll stretch
So I
us
found my PlayStation. I dug
Hold on,
out my
give me a minute, give me
PlayStation
a
1.
minute.
Yeah, right, take some time. I dug out my PlayStation 1 the other day. Still had Spyro in the disk drive. Been sat in the disk drive for maybe 5 or 6 years now.
Keeps it safe.
Here until I dropped the PlayStation.
His name was RockyTV. RockyTV.
Okay.
His name
I
was
have-
RockyTV.
This is my coolest thing.
It's in a box and everything.
This is the ball right here.
Very nice from 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And how much did
Tim,
that set?
baby.
How much did that set you back? 500.
I didn't buy this. No, my grandpa.
Oh.
It went to the Super Bowl that year in 2010.
Got it.
Saints and the Colts. And he got it signed right there.
Nice.
Nice.
And when he died,
Chuck
when
it
he
over.
died, he gave it.
Throw
When
it
my
long.
dad, he gave it to
Throw it
me.
long.
All right, bro. You got it.
Bonk
When
on
he
his
died,
head.
he died. He gave it to me to keep.
It's such a cool gift, though, isn't it? Keep that forever.
So this is
Yeah.
my ball.
Pass it on to your grandkids.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Whereas this is my like I think my coolest item I've got. Oh
I
man,
have a lot of
blue
cool. I have a
screen.
lot of cool items.
I have a lot
Blue
of
screen
cool
is really
items, but
messing with it.
I can't move my camera and everything's out of shot. That's the problem.
So this is don't know when
I
this is
think you should
printed.
definitely do a video on that stuff, Rocky, on your channel, because it's interesting.
This is a 1987 pressing of David Bowie,
I
Ziggy Stardust, and the Spiders from Mars.
Stardust.
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 Stardust. It's one of my favourites.
Ziggy.
It's got all the good. It's got all the good songs, such as
It's your
5
fault
Years,
I got
Solo.
into David Bowie, man. You got me into all this old music.
Good.
have a few
Good.
vinyls as well.
These all belong to my dad, and he gave them to me.
My favourite
Mine
vinyl
bought
is a
one.
Liam Gallagher one.
Mine is one. I've got like 3 or 4 Bowies, and like they're the ones I play if I have to
Bowies.
sleep.
I just
Bowie.
love stuff like that.
Bowie.
It's coming back into like fashion again. 'Cause it
Yeah.
wasn't, and then it was, and it wasn't. It kind of always happens.
Bowie.
But I don't know,
Bowie?
guys. We've talked about a lot of different things. We've had a blast. I think it's time to wrap it up. What do you think, guys?
Monkey.
Alright.
Go back. I want to be monkey.
Alright, George, maybe next podcast. Yeah, we might bring Rocky back. Maybe Rocky could be our third host, but we'll see. It depends if, Rocky might have got a bit bored today. I don't know. Do you want to be a third
get
host,
bored.
Rocky? Okay. Well, we
I
can
didn't
do
get
that.
bored.
So that's something we can consider. The only problem is having 4 people on screen, but I'm sure we'll manage it.
That might be a little hard.
Yeah, but we can sort it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's going to be our next guest. We might have to interview Benji.
He's pretty good. Hey, I could try to get I can try to get History Secrets on here.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, George, if you don't know who History Secrets is, he's my friend. He's a verified YouTuber. He has like 200,000 subscribers. He's a pretty cool guy.
See, that's the kind of people we need.
It's pretty cool.
Well, what we can do...
a few verified YouTubers are friends with me. I like about 3 or 4 of them.
Well, if you help get some people on it, and if you can either record it for your channel with us, or if you can't do it, like your PC can't handle it, then what we can do is I can stream it, you can download it and put it on your channel as well. You know, however you want to do it. But yeah, guys, we're going to end this one off here. It's been a cool stream. We've learned some interesting things. Very interesting guests, you know. So thank you, Rocky, for some cool, interesting stories.
No problem.
We've had fun. And we'll catch you in the next one. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I mean, it seems like...
Yeah, otherwise we're doing this for nothing if you're not.
Likes, which is quite good for a podcast. I enjoy doing it. I think it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice to sit down and actually talk about stuff.
Playing a game, you know. And all the comments coming through, just to chill and chat. But yeah, guys, we're going to end it off here. So have an awesome day or,